Alright guys, DJCD here. We just had a big little convention that we did display with Kitt, and we had some feedback from the people that were viewing Kitt, and had some media there asking questions, and of course Kitt had a response for them. And usually they would ask, are all these buttons are functional? Of course I say yes. Everything is tied to a sending unit where it actually reads. Of course the ones that are scrolling up and down, the ones that are like this one here and these two up here, they're actually these two and that one, the one's going back and forth. Those are dummy switches, but things like your volt, DC, and all that stuff is tied into the actual car. Your fuel flow, tongue tied there. Fuel flow, 2S there. But that's your fuel gauge, and then of course this is your temperature here, so that all that works together. And I let we get Kitt and talk a little bit, and a couple of responses that I was doing a lot the actual day of the event, because people just assume that this whole entire thing you're seeing in front of me, you can just buy off the shelf. Go to Radio Shack, and it's got one sitting right there, and all you have to do is just assemble it, put it together, and then bam, you're done. Well, it doesn't quite work that way. Kitt, tell them what you told the news crew, and also the people that were commenting on it, okay?
And a technological breakthrough at that. Really, Michael, you make it sound as though I was thrown together at the local Radio Shack. Excuse me, but I am not a car or a set of wheels. Please refer to me as Kitt.
So he was doing a lot of that, especially this last event we did. And again, everybody just assumes that we go to Radio Shack and we'll build these things overnight. Well, a Kitt builder building a Night Rider replica, that's the reason part of why I'll keep car exterior complete for a long time. Not necessarily just because of the time involved in it, but also it's time consuming, but it's also the funds to build it. It takes a lot of money to build a Kitt replica. The dash itself takes a lot. For a long time, 3 or 4 years, again I said 3 or 4 years, all I had was a gull wing, the switch pods. Of course you can't put switch pods on until you get the dash in, so the switch pods were never installed. So we had these for a long time too. Just never put together. They were put together, but you couldn't put them inside until the dash is installed. And of course, we had this guy here in the upper console, and we had that for 3 or 4 years. So we had that, switch pods, and we actually had this guy, even though we didn't actually have him. It was hold at the guy's house that was building this for us. Advanced Designs, because he was going to build a dash and integrate the dash with the lower console. So everything's tied, powered up by these guys here. They turn off the the switch pods and things like that, turn on the cameras, and also the monitors and things like that. And then of course the fog lights. That's these up here. And the lower console and all that. The lower console power windows there. So everything is integrated lower console, so that's the reason why he didn't want to do that. And again, back to the main topic at hand is everybody thinks, the average Joe Schmo thinks, okay, yeah, it's simple, just go out to Radio Shack and Walmart, and we'll just throw this thing together. It's just a bunch of lights behind this. But actually, each one of these are a sophisticated circuit board. That's a circuit board. That's a circuit board. up here the circuit board, circuit board, circuit board, circuit board. Each one of these is a circuit board, another circuit board, circuit board, circuit board, circuit board, and circuit board. So as you can see, that's a lot of circuit boards. And the reason why you ask the Night Rider person, hey, how long does it take to build a Night Rider car? Well, they will tell you typically 4 years minimum. That's if everybody's caught up. Again, you have about 5 or 6 distributors out there that make Night Rider parts for you guys. Typically it takes a minimum of 4 years. That's not including getting in the car and stuff. That's just after you get the car and starting the actual conversion process. So saying 4 years is like waiting on the parts 4 years. So the dash itself, I've personally been waiting on 2.5 years. So, and still got some things to do to it. The reason why I said in that one video 95%, because I've still got to tie in the RPM and also the odometer and speedometer to a new relay box that sends out the signal from the factory dash to this dash to interpret the 8,000 volts or wherever that the signal response time to the new digital dash, and of course you get that from Dakota Digital. So that upgrades it to this, even though it's a later model, so 1990, but you still need it because it's runs on a different set. But anyway, guys, the dash, you know, you're talking about 3-4 years on a typical, you know, everybody's caught up type deal. I've heard 6 to 8 months, and that's like the earliest I ever heard. 8 months. I can do 8 months, and that's rushing it. So when you're planning on doing a Night Rider car, it's going to take you a lot of time. Of course, exterior complete is easy. You can get a nose. Again, another 6 to 8 month wait time on the nose. Get that scanner. Depending on who you get for your scanner, you can get anywhere from a month to 2 months, or even 3 to 6 years sometimes, depending on how backed up they are. Again, you have 5 or 6 distributors out there that are trustworthy enough to make these parts. So pick wisely who you pick. Some of these guys are, you know, most of the guys that make these parts are mutual hobbyists that get into it and they're kind of making a business out of it, or just a side business. So that's the reason why I have a lot of people waiting on these parts. And you're talking about 300 at least minimum of waiting for parts. So that goes into your time that you're waiting for your stuff too, because you're waiting for another 300 to get your stuff too. So you're getting in line for a year. That's the reason why it takes time to get this, especially like my dash. I just got it after waiting for 2.5 years. I had to get in line. You had to pay the full price for it, and it's not no $200-300 dash. A lot more money than that. Just times that by don't want to necessarily tell you, but it's up there. It's up there. You can put a down payment on a car. Just put it that way to get this dash. So again, guys, it takes time, and be patient. If you gotta build a Night Rider car, again, just shrug off the comments. And again, like I said, I have fun with it with Kitt, making them get Kitt talked about to them and tell them that, hey, you know, I'm not made from like a Radio Shack, but which is a funny little thing there. So basically, guys, you just have to wait on your parts. Again, it's a very long process. I'm at year 6 now and finally getting to the point where I'm almost fully complete. So as you can see, 6 or 7 years, and I'm finally getting to this point right now, as you can see here with the lower console and all that stuff. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the little vid, and the main part of this vid is just show off the little comments that we're doing. We're responding to people at the convention that we just had with the display with Kitt. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little brief update. We're still gonna get Kitt back and get this tied into the new sending unit from the old dash to the new dash, converted over so that the speedometer and everything will work. So that will be next on the agenda list, and we'll give you some more updates soon, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, practice and enjoy.